Welcome to Captain America Crypto, coming to you to cover the charts on XLM, Stellar Lumens. Let's go. You would read that disclaimer. We're talking about XLM today. XLM, Stellar Lumens, sitting at a price of 0.1712. Up today pretty good at setting up today in the green at 4.27%. Getting a push up in the markets today. Bitcoin sitting at 69,500. Well, you know, after so many days in the red, you're going to get a day on the green. But what I got here to show you today is this trend line, this channel that we're in, that we've been in, since back over on July the 13th. When we were setting up, we started out, we pushed all the way up to zero, right about 52 cents. And today we set at 17 cents. We've been in a bear market for Stellar Lumens since, I'd say since we topped out right here on July 18th. We've been going back into a bear market with the price currently sitting at 17 cents. And on the way down, we've had dumps and pumps. But I wanted to bring something to your attention. Well, right now, from where Stellar Lumens XLM sets, we kind of on the bullish side of the price, you know, pushing upward. But until we break out of this downward channel here that I got, we are still in a bearish trend. And there's nothing that we can do until it breaks out of this bearish trend, that channel that we're in, getting above the 382, back over here maybe later on, or working our way up now above the half and getting above this resistance area right here that we at, that sits above about 21.5 cents. We need to break through this, up out of this channel above 21 cents, around 22 cents, to say, hey, we have reversed this downward channel into a bear market, and now we're seeing a reversal. Until that happens, we are still in a bear market for XLM. And I wanted to bring that to you. These channels are true on the daily charts. We showed, and as you can see right here, back over on October the 2nd, we were showing more bullish momentum back then because we were pushing above this trend line. We were breaking out the top of this channel here until October the 10th, and that's when we had this crash all the way down to 28 cents. Well, the market was just, even though market manipulators were doing what they was doing, and they blamed some of it on Coinbase, basically the market was telling you, hey, this is where we're going. And it did. It pushed back up, and it continued down with up and down rallies, and it went below where it pushed down. And guess what? It continued down. It's continuing down and continuing down. So, right here around January 13th, we were showing more bullish momentum here than what we are right here. We're closer, back over here, was closer to the top side of this channel, trying to get above it, but we just couldn't. And what happened? We came down. We fell down again, right around 13.5 cents. And so now we're going back up. We could be going back up to test this channel, the top of this channel again, to see if we can break out. But until we get closer to it, I'm not calling nothing bullish right now on XLM, because we could push up to the 382 and get a rejection, we could get a rejection right now at the 236 and come down to this 236 at 13 cents. Cause the overall market is in a bear market, and Bitcoin ain't finished dropping yet. It's found a local bottom, but it has not completely bottomed for the bear market. So I'm here to tell you that we do have, and more than likely, 98% chance of going lower than where we at right now. We got a 95% to 98% chance of going lower than what we did over here on February the 6th, when we went down to 13.5 cents. And I just want to come and give you this overall update on XLM. You'll hear it probably in the news or the content on YouTube or X that, we're breaking out. We have found the local bottom. Until we break out of these channels, I'm bringing to you these channels, these downward channels, we have not reversed the bearish market, the bearish trend, going into the bear market. I personally think XLM's got a lot, a little bit more further to go below this 13.5 cent. But that's my opinion. And until I see us break out of this trend, we could come all the way down, and this is me. Before we see that we break out of this bear market that we in, we could move up and then come back down. Somewhere around the negative 382 right here, before we could see a reversal in this market, the 382 or the negative 618. That sets at about 6 cents, a little over 6 cents up to 9 cents, around 9 cents. This is where I do believe that we'll find the bottom of the bear market for XLM, around 0.623 up to 0.905. And this is me. This is what I'm thinking. We're the bottom of the market. We ain't got much further to go. Got a little bit more time, but we ain't got that much further to go before we know that it's over with. The bear market's in. Bitcoin's bottomed out where it's bottomed, but I do see us going to the 382, to the negative 382, to the negative 618, somewhere around that area, finding its bottom, but with XLM before reversing and moving back up into the next alt season, into the next bull run cycle. So I wanted to come and give you this update. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel. If you want to see more updates on XLM, I'd be glad to do it. This is probably one or two of the videos. It's probably the second one I've ever done on XLM. Just bringing the truth to you and letting you know that we are still in a bearish downtrend. Even though we're seeing these rallies here and there on the way down, it doesn't mean that we have found the bottom yet. But until we break out of this channel and start moving up, we are still in a bear market on XLM. So we would gladly have you if you join the channel, subscribe. And until then, we want to say God bless you, and we'll see you on